That was very good. That was very good. The spin. Yeah, that was very good. Yeah, spin. Yes. So we got Peli, if you hadn't guessed from our puns, coming up to face off against Hope. Obviously, now Sonic Hero. This is not something
my favorite PS2 game.
I'm not swapping gaps here.
Hey, sit down, yo.
I'm out.
You look at the screen and you like it, brother, as we do move in. Sonic Hero, yes, a very interesting matchup to say the least, because frankly, Sonic, someone who controls space very well, and Hero, someone who, when is given the freedom to breathe, can become a real nightmare. So really, this is going to be Peli's game, I'd say, to dictate the pace of, and it's all about Peli choosing when to push and punish and when to chill out and try and bait. Which, you know, sounds like every game, but trust me, this one's different.
No, this one genuinely is different. I feel like, you know, especially, oh, lovely tap there from Peli, but genuinely, like, Hero by himself does not have the speed to deal with Sonic. However, he does have the tools to deal with Sonic in that he can make himself faster. He has a ridiculous amount of projectiles, some of which are full screen, and of course can just kind of, you know, use moves like that side B as well, which have ridiculous range, just to kind of snipe him as Peli is coming towards him.
Yeah. And I think this matchup's very, very interesting in the sense that when this MP disappears, Peli almost loses the freedom of expression and has to push it. And he can, because Sonic has wonderful frame data. But it's all about Hope trying to claw this back. As we can see, Hope has gone very, very aggressive. And, you know, he's been rewarded for it. Obviously got that 2-stock. He is in the lead, and he's pushing it really, really well. But one MP, my goodness, has to start finding hits. But it's so difficult because you're basically fulfilling Sonic's win condition for him. You're the one who has to approach. You have to go into Sonic. You have to chase him, and that's when things get difficult. But Hope is someone who's willing to rise to the challenge, and frankly, it's looking pretty good to me there, Smar.
Yeah, Peli does find the grab at the ledge, but of course not going to be able to get any kill just yet. The zoom is going to be enough just to get Hope back onto the stage. And, you know, of course, due to the nature of zoom, you can't really sort of predict where it's going to be because it'll be just somewhere randomly on the stage.
Yeah. Very, very difficult. You can get lucky with that 1 and 3, and I'm sure everyone watching has seen it before where someone will just pick a decision or pick a location and it will go well.
And just hope for the best.
And I'm not going to lie, Hope, that was a very ambitious heal. You've got a long way to go, brother. But hey, every little helps, I suppose, as we do move on. Dash attack sending him up. There's the snooze just to buy himself a little bit of space, but good maneuvering from Peli right there. He needs 8, I think, for the zoom, and he gets it!
And once again, the zoom just makes it so Hope is safely back on the stage. A lot of where Sonic can thrive is actually off stage. Can go for obviously like springs to disrupt sort of recoveries that are quite linear. You know, can obviously go for like forward airs, back airs, do a whole
He's
lot.
going to get 8 again.
Yeah,
oh, he's not.
No,
he's done.
Not this time.
There
And Hope recognizes it as well. Not even going to sort of attempt to do anything. Just knows that that is done. But of course, Hope's still hanging on with 2 stocks, which means it is on Peli to go against kind of what Sonic's strengths are and really have to engage this character.
Yeah, certainly will, as pushing advantage, pushing a little bit of trench warfare coming out from Hope as he's just trying to buy himself a little bit of space. Slowly pushing forward. Got him onto the button. There's no crit, but that's okay, as he's looking pretty good on mana right now. This is honestly the most mana he's had in like the last 2 minutes, I'd say, as he has just been on the back foot, but just pushing it so creatively this whole time. Peli trying to find a way in as Bang comes through, forces him into shield as Hope looking a little bit low. Peli trying to find a nickel, trying to find a dime. He's broke, but he's trying to fix it up as the jab comes through. That disjoint being very, very helpful there, Smart.
Yeah, exactly that. And again, you saw how good and useful the side B was. Just really just keep Peli away at this point. Hope is playing this, you know, in a way that, you know, he knows how much of a lead he's got. So he's kind of just saying, you know what, yeah, you can come to me and like get hit by whatever shenanigans I have.
This stuff as PS2 nice and long. I'm going to buy a little bit of space. Both of these players more than happy to have it as Hope is draining a little bit low. Forced off into the side, goes aggressive. That was an incredible forward air. Just bought Hope a lot of freedom right there. That could have been a disastrous punish.
And love just Hope keeping up that shield as well. Just going to avoid whatever Peli wanted to do. Who is still having to engage here. Does find it up there. Has mounted a bit of a comeback, but you have to wonder if it's too little too late. As Hope finds the grab, sends Peli off stage. And now He's got to try and find a way back through.
Woo!
Which will not happen as he just picks up the hedgehog and he yeets it to
What
the
a
sky.
kill screen. I think Peli just did it himself.
Yeah, like that,
Yeah.
Peli. Yeah, like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, woo! Just chucks him up. Hands up in the air like you just don't care.
Fantastic. And hey, I don't think Hope does. That was pretty. That's the thing. That game was. It was weird because that game was like 5 minutes long.
Yeah.
But it was pretty convincing. We were 3-1 at one point. Hope just had a little bit of trouble clutching it out. And it's what leads me into what I want to talk about with these two players. Is they're kind of representing different things at this tournament. Hope feels like Hope has been at everything. Hope has been everywhere. Hope has been grinding across Europe. You see Hope turning up and got first at Fate 3 like a week ago.
Yes.
Meanwhile, Peli has been out of commission. Peli's been focusing on studies. Peli hasn't really been playing. This is their first tournament in a very long time. I was speaking to them a little bit earlier. And so we are going to see someone who has been just constantly on the grind, someone pushing it, pushing it, pushing it. Someone like Peli, who has very obviously done the work, put in the shifts throughout their time, a legendary player in the UK by their own right. But frankly, is just sort of coming back, taking it a bit more casually. We're going to see that difference in mentality, see how it matches up against each other. Because you can tell by that Cammy profile picture, which is very tastefully placed in the corner, that Peli has been exploring other ventures, so to speak.
Yeah, no, exactly that. I mean, it really is kind of an interesting one to see kind of like how sort of someone who has been, as you say, traveling so much and is on so much like momentum right now and really been like learning a lot from, you know, all the places that he's traveled to, compared to someone who has been sort of playing other games, has been moving, you know, has just been generally, as you say, out of commission. And it seems like right now, obviously, like, Hope kind of holding a bit of a lead, but Peli seems to have certainly woken up in this set.
Certainly did, certainly did. Starting to figure out what the game plan is. Peli always been a very, very, like, impressive theory crafter in the sense of, like, figuring out what to do and coming up with game plans. And this is the trouble, you know. Hope can and this isn't a way to, like, disregard anything, because just the attitude is fantastic. But you travel all over Europe, but this is the problem. When you're not running into the best Sonic in Europe, when you do, no one else can match up to that.
Yeah, you can see already Hope just, you know, trying to get those buffs going, but still on the hunt for this kill, which Peli does not seem like he wants to let go of easily. There's a whole lot of damage being led on. The spring as well, adding just a little bit. The forward there, going to come out and take Hope nearly to triple digits.
I guess.
And this side, Peli is able to actually hit Hope as he's coming back from that zoom. But unfortunately, of course, it is the stock loss from that forward there finally. But you know what? That first stock did his job well.
Yeah, certainly did. Putting in the work there. 1, 2, 6. My goodness, just getting this hero so battered and bruised. Not much MP left on the chart. You got enough if you get thrown off stage again, but you need to start being aggressive. You need to start piling on the damage. Because the problem is it's very hard to get that consistent damage as a hero. You really do need to get these big, meaty hits. Frankly, it's just not coming out. Hocus Pocus comes out.
And yeah, Hocus Pocus, you lost your stock. Yeah.
I've seen Hope do some absolutely vile things with Hocus Pocus. Purely rancid things with Hocus Pocus, but unfortunately it wasn't on the cards there.
You know what? Honestly, the position that Hope was in as well, it was kind of worth doing. Because, you know, what if you suddenly, you know, became giant or something like that? That is a real momentum shifter.
Yeah.
So, you know, it is worth doing, but unfortunately, yeah, there was going to be a stock loss instead. It was all that was summoned from that Hocus Pocus. And I really do feel like Peli is now playing this matchup a lot better, where he's kind of, it feels like he's just snuffing out all of what Hope wants to do. He's just, it kind of feels like he's just in his face constantly.
Oh my goodness!
But you know what? Hope isn't out. Hope is not lost.
I was going to mention earlier, but I just didn't. I was like, oh man, the hero up B, sure he's interesting because it's really strong if it catches you, but Sonic doesn't need to challenge it because he can throw the spring at you, so it doesn't matter. And then immediately he tries to challenge it the wrong way and is pineappled under the precipice of PS2. That could be a comeback.
This really is. I mean, suddenly the damage is being done onto Peli here. Hope has, you know, was so
He's gone to that platform 3 times with Zoom in a row, by the way.
Yeah.
Odds!
Luck of the Irish.
Yeah, you got that right. It's rushing off, but unfortunately not enough as those green shoes sent him right into the sky. 1 apiece for Hope and Peli right now.
Yeah, Peli making the right adjustments that he needed to take that game away. Like I say, I feel like he was just kind of, oh, hi there, you can see me over there. You can sort of just... Peli was just, yeah, as I say, in his face constantly there. And I feel like if you overwhelm a hero, then he doesn't have time to, like, you know, sort of suddenly look at his menu, pull out a spell, yeah, or anything like that. You sort of got, like, the jabs and everything like that, but they're not really going to do much. A lot of hero's strengths are the fact that he's, like, access to so many different tools. But if you don't give him time to access it, to have a little read of what he's got, then it all sort of falls apart.
So what you're saying, Smar, is that here is the Hope should start top decking every time.
Yes.
Excellent.
Yeah. Absolutely.
They can't read you if you don't know what you're doing.
Exactly that. You know what? Even if it's kamikaze, it could just... Yeah,
I've seen Hope do some, like...
Yeah.
I think there's a clip of him getting a kamikaze on H-Box.
Honestly, it's worth doing, yeah, especially if you're stock up. Because it's got a huge hitbox to it as well. Maybe
Well,
not
let's see if he blesses us. Let's see if we get blessed as we are moving into it. What an interesting conversion. Good awareness there as the up special into the up smash comes out. If it had been a crit, could have been a very interesting story, but unfortunately not going to happen right there as without shield option.
Yeah, again, using the up B as well a second time. This time to confirm into that side B. It wasn't going to take the stock, but, you know, suddenly does the job, and Peli needs to watch out for that.
Do you want to know my favorite fact about Hero?
Go for it.
It's the fact that he's got frame 3 out shield option.
Really?
Yeah, but he needs to charge it for 4 frames first. And then it becomes frame 3.
Yeah, then it's frame 3. Gotcha.
You can see he did bring it out just there. Didn't quite get the punish he was looking for, unfortunately. But that Sonic is looking very, very unhealthy. My goodness, still. Both players clearly a little bit scared, a little bit freaked out as zooming back to the platform. Stop going to that platform. What is going on here?
It's quite impressive how many times
Ref!
it happens. Yeah, check the switch, please.
Yeah, can we get VAR on this? I'm livid. As still going, still trying to make it whip. Come on, don't do it again. Okay, all right, we're fine. He's been cleared. My homie has beat the Zoom allegations as he does manage to bring down Sonic right there. Oh, a little bit of a drop. Avoids the up smash. Still needs to get a little bit of credit. A good amount of MP, though.
Yeah, Peli's still on the hunt as well for this kill. Just cannot seem to find it, especially as Hope now seems quite set on just keeping the distance between the two. You can see Peli, I love that he just sort of like just jabbed once, waited a second, and then went for the grab after that. Really, really nice play. Just kind of sort of make that Hope drop that shield and get the grab.
Yeah, good stuff, good stuff. Seeing what we have to play with right there as reverse comes in, not quite enough. Just being so aggressive. I think he's trying to catch Peli with these like slightly drifted fares. It's just not quite working. As Accelerate comes out, time to fight on their own turf. As it's nothing but speed there, Smar.
Yeah, suddenly this young hero character can match even the fastest Hedgehog alive, but it's not for long as it is gone now. And honestly, they hope not even be able to really do much about it, but he could stack up with many other things like that Psych Up. He's going to come out and do a whole lot of damage if it hits.
Yeah, could definitely find a kill very, very easily if he's not careful. And Peli is aware of this. Chill. Take it easy. Have a nice one. Let's just vibe for a bit. As that air dodge does come down. Just waiting, just camping out the Psych Up as we're almost out of it.
Yeah, and you can see as well that Peli absolutely recognizes that, yeah, the threat of the Psych Up there. Yeah, so was literally trying to hop from left to right, you know, just to avoid all of that. But in the end, it was quite inevitable as it comes out and takes it away. And the zoom is going to send straight onto the left platform.
Oh, is it? I think the tide is turning. Tell you what, I'll bet. Oh, no, later. As
yeah.
Hope quite comfortably in the lead. But Peli could very easily steal it back. If he finds a kill here, it's going to be nice and even. Don't let them stocks fool you, fellas. All right. We still have a very competitive set on our hands as Hope just desperately trying to find something. Forward smash comes out. Quite a catch. The oomph is here. As I just don't like... I find these, like, really aggressive fares from Hope really stressful. Because Peli always has an answer.
Yeah, exactly that. I mean, Hope obviously looking to get just as much damage as possible right now, but he really does need to play quite carefully. Oh, but our up smash very narrowly missing.
Though. Good coverage.
And suddenly Hope, again, looking quite dominant. He's got a pretty hefty lead. Peli has yet to find a stock. The forward tilt does come out, but it's not going to be enough.
Oh, the tide's actually turning.
Yeah, once again onto the left side, but it's going to be met with death from the up smash. And now, obviously, there's a very buff hero But the kaboom is not going to be enough to take it yet, but you know what, RB certainly will.
My goodness.
He evaporated there.
Absolute, just decimate, and like full screen away as well.
Yeah.
That was great. All right, I wait. So for
okay,
those of you,
we have some marbles.
For those of you not aware, Level 1 is running a very interesting little side game for everyone who attends. Doesn't matter if you're a spectator or a player.
Yeah.
They have the Orbs of Zeus, which
Yes.
are these little marbles I have. You
And
get 2
mine somewhere.
orbs on entry. You can do whatever you want. You can challenge someone to a game. You can ask them nicely. You can buy them a drink, give them a little cuddle. You can win these orbs any way you want. As long as you have them by the end, you win. We each have one. I bet you the next Zoom is going to be on the right side of the platform.
I will happily shake on
All
that.
right.
Yeah.
Fabulous. Let's get into it. As we are moving into our next game now, I've immediately thrown that at production. Apologies there. As we are going to move into a nice long platform 2 player. The Zoom almost came out, but that's okay. Crackle Slash going to freeze them up as we are getting a nice little buff. Finding out these buffs a lot more consistently is what I like to see. Are we betting 1 or 2?
I was going to bet 1.
We'll bet 1. We'll bet 1. There we go. As everyone, that's all right. Everyone buy your space. Everyone take it easy. Peli is aware of what he needs to do. I think Peli is honestly just waiting for a menu. And that's really all he needs to catch him sort of slipping, because there's not a whole lot of options you can pick in time. It's really just a game of reactions, which is very interesting. But we are forced down.
It's quite interesting as well that you say that obviously like Peli was almost kind of waiting for the menu there, because I feel like what we said it earlier, but what a lot of sort of Peli's strengths were in the game that he won, that game 2, was the fact that he was just overwhelming Hope at every turn, never giving him a single opportunity to actually, you know, send out, you know, to look at the menu for that down B.
Very, very crispy kill coming out from there. Another pineapple under the stage from just that terrifying, terrifying up B. As Peli trying to find a way in. That's the thing, Hope. You can retreat if you want, but the blast zones on this stage are very unforgiving. So try to be careful when you're buying yourself space, as there's no punish because of the springboard.
Yeah, that was so unfortunate for Hope, actually. You know, absolutely save Peli there. That side B did come out, but of course, Hope just shifted.
So I'm right side, you're left side, right?
Oh, wait, you're right side.
I'm right side. Is that right?
I thought I was right side.
Did I get that wrong? Do you want to do? I'll do right. You do left.
Okay, fine.
Cool.
I'll go with left.
Fantastic. We'll do that.
Right, excellent.
As honestly, we haven't even been able to see because Hope has just been happily chilling out on stage. Peli not been able to find these edge guards he's so used to getting, not able to keep him off stage, not able to keep him disadvantage. Very, very troublesome, as still not able to find a punish even there.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, this game has felt kind of quite grounded, genuinely, where sort of both players have not really sort of committed to anything too crazy off stage. You can see there the one opportunity Hope was given to actually go for off stage, it was just immediately snuffed out by that spring.
Certainly was. As we do move into our nice big final destination road here.
Yeah, and Hope now just keeping distance once again. It's quite ironic, genuinely, that like a character like Hero is the one that wants to keep distance in this matchup, but he just wants to keep the sort of the fireballs out, or the side B's distance. You want to be able to look at that down B at every turn.
We certainly do. Zoom, where is he? Yes!
Oh, damn it!
Let's go! Give me your marble!
Right, you can
Loser!
You can take my marble.
Anywho, back to the game. As we do move in, finding his way back up.
Okay, right. So, going into that final stock now of Peli's. This is all to play for here, as Hope is looking to seal this one up. A 3-1. Peli's got to really hang on. He's got to try and take the second stock as well. But that's a very buffed up Hero.
Certainly is. Looking very, very dangerous. Any interaction here could find the kill. If he's just able to find a smash, it would be over. But honestly, that kind of greed could come to bite him. Peli loves punishing those who get a bit too antsy. I think Hope is aware of this, doesn't want to push it. That butt.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, nearly doing it. And he still landed on the right side. It was so over.
That's what I like to see. Up he comes up. Oh, perfect air dodge. You're more than happy to take that. That's okay. Peli, it's looking so, so difficult. How do you bring it back? There we go. That's a start. But Hope has just been looking so consistently strong. I just don't know if it's possible, as the grab doesn't get the turnaround.
Yeah, I mean, this is a really terrifying position for Peli, because one can...
yeah,
there it is. That is absolutely it, yeah.
There it is, there it is. Good stuff.
Yeah, the snooze comes out, and that will be a GG, shake my hand, from Hope, taking that one, a 3-1, and cementing themselves further into the winner's side of bracket.
You got my...
Are you looking
Good
at your
stuff.
damn marble?
Yeah, I was going to do a bit, but I don't think it's possible. That's all right. As it's good stuff. It's very good stuff coming out.
But, of course, Peli, as we say, is not out yet. That
Oh,
was
no.
still winner's side, thankfully. So we still got time.